simple. There's a little button here that you just press. Everything that you need to press and move is in yellow, okay? And then...
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious teleshopping fails of all time.
The bushy tail, the big teeth, the hooves. Okay, my producer Tara Cates just told me this isn't a horse, it's a butterfly.
Number 10, breaking a plasma TV.
This has got a toughened screen. So if you're like my nephew, who, when his dad had just bought a brand new LCD TV off us here at QVC, 4 weeks later, Hugh put the hand controller from his Wii through the screen of his LCD telly, and it was a complete write-off.
Our first entry comes from the UK version of QVC, which at the time was trying to sell brand new plasma TVs. Plasma displays are currently obsolete, but in the 2000s they were all the rage. Previously, large and bulky CRT monitors were the norm, making thin plasma displays very appealing.
I don't find that so much with a plasma TV, and I'm going to do something now that makes a lot of people shy away.
Here, the presenter's so convinced of plasma's superiority over its competitors that he insists it won't break. Unfortunately, it breaks in only 3 punches, apparently because he was hammering it all day. Not exactly proving his point. If only it held together, plasma TVs might still be the norm.
Oh, I've broken it. Look at that. I think it's because I've done it so many times
You've been
today.
hammering
I've
it.
been hammering it all day, and now I've done it. But there you go.
No, because this was the great big size.
Number 9, falling off a ladder.
Only have a limited number that we can ship out right now because it is very, very popular. We're going to go to the phones. Hi, you're on there with Lisa and Kevin. What's your name?
Here we have another failure hailing from QVC. This time it's ladders they're peddling for what was an extortionate amount of money at the time. Ridiculous prices are a staple of teleshopping, although a ladder is something worth shelling out for, as a cheap ladder could seriously injure you. Well, this specific ladder should probably be avoided.
I got to tell you something. I have this ladder. It is awesome.
Oh, now what
And
do you use it for, Renee?
everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
When testing it out live on air, the presenter endures a wipeout for the ages, harming not just himself but the brand's reputation. Still, the ladder has its uses. It could be a worthwhile gift for your arch nemesis during the holiday season.
Okay, we're going to make sure that Chris is okay.
Yep.
And that has never happened.
Well, you know, it's a very slippery floor up there in front of our doors sometimes, so we're going to make sure that Kevin's okay.
Yep.
He's moving, he is okay.
Number 8, inappropriate text.
So that number is on the bottom of your screen. If you want to send me a text message, there's another high one there coming through. Oh, yes. somebody said they won't be obscene. I went, oh, right.
Who remembers the days before smartphones? This failure comes from that era, when QVC was working hard to make a pretty penny selling pagers. For viewers born in the 21st century, a pager was basically the only way to reach someone on the go before mobiles were common. They were pocket-sized, one-way texting devices that could only receive messages. Here on QVC, they make the overly ambitious decision to allow viewers to page them live. As expected, they receive a hilariously naughty message, and the host Dale sounds very unsurprised at the obscenity. Number 7, crash and burn.
Let's go to the phone. You're live on QVC with the Dell Hour. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jacqueline. I'm calling from Michigan.
Hi, Jacqueline. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great.
Good. Nice to have you here. What can we do for you, Jacqueline?
If you purchased your Dell computer from QVC in the early 2000s, you may be entitled to compensation. But if you're this disgruntled woman, a mere refund simply isn't enough. The world needs to know how you've been wrong.
What can we do for you, Jacqueline?
Well, I just wanted to call and say, because like Mary Beth, Dell is the only computer we have in our house.
Right. How do you like your laptop?
Oh, I love it. You know what my favorite thing is, Rick?
While on air selling the hottest new Dell technology, our miffed hero Jacqueline calls in to passive-aggressively tell the hosts that her system crashed after only owning it for 2 years. Legend has it that after Jacqueline's call, QVC never sold another computer monitor ever again. Okay, we just made that up, but wouldn't that have been a great fun fact?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. What?
The way it crashes in less than 2 years. In fact, the way all the Dells crash in less than 2 years. That's the best thing about Dell.
Okay.
Number 6, Katana Break.
And the nice thing about these practice katanas... Oh! Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt big time.
Katanas are one of the most popular sword styles, closely associated with the samurai of feudal Japan. Fascinatingly, it's a misconception that katanas were their weapon of choice. They were actually only one part of a very extensive arsenal.
A piece of that the tip just got me, Odell. Oh! Oh, that got me good.
Anyway, if you're looking to master the blade, QVC might be your go-to spot for a practice katana. If so, I'd advise you to rethink your decision, given that a QVC man once accidentally stabbed himself with the practice katana. Thankfully, he was okay, but it just goes to show that if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Oh,
folks, right now, we may need emergency surgery in the studio.
Number 5, flying tennis racket.
Here, I'm getting ready to serve. All I do is throw that ball up in the air, and when oh, jeez. And there goes the tennis racket.
When the Nintendo Wii first came out in 2006, there was no shortage of horror stories about thrown remotes and peripherals. The controllers all came with secure wrist straps to make sure none were hurled at the TV. Despite countless warnings, accidents would happen.
I didn't have it on there all the way. Make sure that your accessories are definitely latched on all the way. That's not a good idea.
Here's one such incident from HSN. Even though the wrist strap is on, his tennis racket peripheral isn't properly connected, and it catapults straight into the screen. The TV takes a mighty hit, and the screen even turns blue and cracked. At least we know that this tennis remote was a smash hit for HSN.
The little Wii remote comes with this band that goes around your wrist. It's very, very important, okay? This little band right here that goes around your wrist, it's very important to have that on and have it tight, because you definitely don't want the Wii remote itself to come flying out of your hand. You see that, just like that?
Number 4, vacuum disaster.
There is obviously a problem somewhere. The brush roll was rolling, this isn't in properly. So that might make a difference.
Okay.
No, and that isn't going to.
Oh, hang on a minute. What about this down here?
That's the reason it's set up as a cylinder.
If you want to see a QVC clip where everything that can go wrong does go wrong, then this is it. This 9-minute long clip showcasing a vacuum cleaner is a disaster of monumental scale. First, they struggle to convert the Hoover into upright form. Things go further downhill with the cleaner barely even sucking up dirt.
Away you go, by the looks of it.
No, this has to come down into the... This.
Don't worry, we've only got 10 minutes left. Can I be of any help?
No.
Eventually, the presenters lose it after emptying the device. When the mechanism breaks, causing dirt to spill all over, the two can't contain their laughter. If you want a new vacuum, this one is guaranteed not to suck.
Well, you would hope so, wouldn't you?
Number 3, ladder crash.
It's a very easy situation to operate. You just push the buttons in right here on the two sides. There are two little buttons. And all you do is push them in, and that will release it.
Our next moment comes from the CVN, a shopping network bought by QVC in 1989. Here we have Harold McCoo, a natural-born salesman trying his best to sell the surprisingly unpopular Flexo ladder.
Say you have you have to get up on the wall, high ceiling, vault the ceiling. Hey, listen, just walk right up. And I tell you, it's very safe, it's durable, and it's lightweight.
McCoo is convinced of its safety, so much so that when it bends inwards, he assures the viewers that it's even safer than before. Despite the worrying bend, he continues climbing across the ladder. Hilariously, the ladder collapses under him and the pair come crashing into the ground. McCoo's fall looks painful, but this ain't his first rodeo. He's a true salesman and continues to sell the contraption, only blaming himself.
Now it's locked in place, okay? So really, you say...
Oh, God, Harold, are you okay?
Actually, I didn't have it locked. You have to lock it. Once you lock it, you're okay. But it is very safe to operate.
Number 2, big horse photograph. Have you ever gone for a relaxing horse ride through the countryside, spent a wonderful summer evening enjoying the beauty of nature, and then suddenly realized, oh wait, this isn't a horse I'm riding, it's a moth? I've personally never struggled to tell the two animals apart, but one teleshopping presenter did exactly that.
This is a big horse. Order now, you get the camera, you get the printer, 4x optical zoom, Schneider lens, photo printer, SD card. Look at that horse.
In an attempt to highlight a camera's quality lens, he pulled out a giant photo of a horse taken with it. He then confidently praises its bushy tail, big teeth, and hooves. Thankfully, his producer knows elementary zoology and informs him he's confused a moth for a horse.
The bushy tail, the big teeth, the hooves. Okay, my producer, Tara Cates, just told me this isn't a horse, it's a butterfly. Yeah, actually, it may in fact be a moth. But look at what the zoom did. I mean, you can see details in the antenna.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Nick Chavez's fall.
Now watch when I flipped her hair back. Did you see the difference of this hair? My God, yeah.
Look at that. Is that gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
Now let me look at the back. I am telling you, this hairspray is amazing. Now, do you love my plump and thick?
This celebrity hairstylist was one of the most charismatic and memorable QVC presenters. While selling hairspray, he blows a kiss to the camera after a caller praises the product. Chavez then immediately stumbles and crashes onto his booty.
Oh, girl, let me give you a kiss. That is good. Mwah. That one's got it. Whoa! I fell on my booty.
Thankfully, Chavez is a pro and recovered quickly, laughing off the stumble while the show kept rolling. The fall may have been embarrassing, but Chavez handled it with unparalleled style, proving he can shine no matter where he lands. If you want hair care products that add bounce, Chavez demonstrated live on TV that his worked wonderfully.
3 times before the show, I said, Nick, you're going to fall off that set sometime. Oh my gosh, you scared me to death.
I scared myself to death. Now you know what a real clown I am. Anyway, we'll go back to this. Now watch, we'll pretend this didn't happen.
Which fails made you crack up? Let us know in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.